Previously on Freakish.
Anka and Ali are killers?
As in killer chemical.
We have a helicopter. If you let us out of here, we can save you all.
We've had people from Keller come twice. They tried to kill us.
So you're not gonna let anyone get rescued?
I sabotaged the beacon. I couldn't let you call more blue suits.
We got trapped!
Felicity died. This is what he showed the blue suit dude, and it stopped him from shooting him. What's a retrieval target?
What else are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything.
You made such a big deal about trusting us when you were the one hiding something.
You looked right at me and lied.
I know I made a mistake, but we can still do this. We can get out of here.
There is no more we.
Look, I don't know what the retrieval photo means.
You chose not to tell me about it, to share it with me.
Yes, I was trying to protect you.
Are you leaving or not?
You know you can't trust them.
I trust them a lot more than I trust you right now.
Violet. It was a gift. It still is. Don't let them use that beacon.
I was wondering if I could catch a ride.
With me?
Mm-hmm. I think you're right about the helicopter, and I'm not excited about waiting for my own execution, so.
Let's go.
Hey, I was just looking for you. Everybody's packed and ready to go.
Well, they can just get unpacked. It's starting to storm. The helicopter can't land in this.
Don't worry. It's just a storm. It'll pass.
Jesus, Violet. Grover's gone. Barrett went with him. You okay?
I told him to never lie to me. He should have listened.
Maybe you guys are pretty tight. It doesn't really just go away.
Don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. We're not friends. No, you chose your friends when you decided to go in the helicopter with the Kellers, right?
Perfect timing. You're exactly the person I wanted to see. I know you've been having a bad day.
It's not like there's been a lot of great ones recently.
Yeah, but this one should have been special. So?
Thank you. What the hell is it?
Well, it's the cabin.
My family spent so many good summers there.
I remember the picture on Instagram of you and Thomas looking all Indiana Jones in front of the place.
Oh my God. I can't believe you did this.
You always said you wanted to go back for a big blowout for your 18th. And since you can't make it to the cabin, I brought the cabin to you. Happy birthday, Violet.
I can't wait to get out of here and away from these people.
I know, me too. But could you try being a little nicer to them until then?
I seriously doubt it.
Hey, Zoe. You brought us wine? Screw top. Please tell me it's Galapagos.
No, $2 check.
Well, wine is wine, isn't it? I'll go get us some glasses.
Relax. We won't really drink it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Way too convenient store for you guys. Something's been bothering me. How did you know that Barrett killed LaShawn?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't have evidence. I'm just really good at reading people. Everybody always wants something from my family, so relying on my instincts is how I survive.
I should have relied on mine. When I found out Barrett had something to do with the explosion, I should have known better than to trust him.
The explosion was an accident.
No, it wasn't. Barrett and his friends were trying to expose what was happening at the plant.
Expose what?
Experiments, I think. I hate who I am in here. I betrayed my friends, but I just really wanted to find my brothers.
That's what you should care about. You still have family out there, and family is the only bond that you can't break.
Oh, shit.
Sure, leave the mess for somebody else. And this break room is for interns.
I know. I am an intern in the clean lab.
Bullshit. They don't allow interns at the clean lab. So what is it? Your auntie raises discount lab rats. Your dad runs the FDA.
My dad runs the company.
Oh, shit. You're Oliver Keller.
Ollie. And you are?
So fired.
Oh, no. I can't fire people. Yet. You're not at the top of my list. That's the guy who keeps stealing my parking space.
Wow. Color me lucky. Are you really interning? Don't you have a glass office in the sky or something?
I don't want to be one of those idiots running a company he knows nothing about. Like half the guys at my prep school.
So you want to be one of us common people?
Ooh, nothing about you seems common to me.
Is that your way of saying I'm not like the other girls?
Most girls get deferential when they hear my surname, so no. What do you say I buy you coffee sometime and I find out?
Richie Rich is asking me for a date?
What do you say? Can I have your number?
You're a Keller. Just access my personnel records.
I didn't want to kill LaShawn. I never said you did. I like Zoe, but I wouldn't kill someone to get her. If I found another way, I would have taken it. I hurt Zoe. That look on her face. What the hell?
We're stuck on something. We're not going anywhere.
I'm gonna check it out. All right.
God, I can't stand this waiting.
Well, there was another way out of here. You and Grover were good together.
Look, me staying isn't about him. All right, I made a choice. Tired of being the kind of person that always expects bad shit to happen.
This whole thing smells like bad shit. I mean, come on, the Kellers.
They're pampered babies. We just need to stroke their egos.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
And what if I plied you with booze?
Well, that couldn't hurt.
So apparently we just need our egos stroked.
Like I said, they are not our friends.
On days like this, my mom would pull out board games and make us play something stupid.
That's what we should do. We should play a game, you know, since it's your birthday, Violet.
No, thank you.
How about truth or dare?
What are we, 12?
I'll go first. Zane, truth or dare?
Truth, I guess.
How many girls did you screw while you were dating Violet?
The road's partially washed away and the wheel's stuck. We're gonna have to find a board or something.
Charging! Go, come on! 3, 2, 1,
Since Zane chickened out, I get another turn. Diesel, truth or dare?
Nope.
You have to play if you want to ride out of here.
I don't give a shit.
Mondays will just play.
Yeah, come on, just stroke our egos. That's all we want, right? No comeback for that?
Anka, I dare you to go to the Greek classroom and bring back one of the iPads.
It's not your turn.
It's my birthday. Consider it a gift. Unless you're too scared.
Yeah, why would you be scared, huh? Greek classroom, secure doors, it's safe.
Fine.
You shouldn't have done that.
Done what?
God, who cares? At least she's gone.
You know what? I never got a turn. I choose Violet. Would you have killed LaShawn if Barrett hadn't? Answer the question.
Why would you ask that?
I don't think you get what I lost.
I'm gonna go check that out.
My dad's an electrician. I can help.
It's always good to have an axe. That's the breaker. I feel like we need to switch the main.
What do you think?
I don't know, your dad's an electrician.
Right. I kind of lied about that.
What for?
Because otherwise I thought you wouldn't let me come. Never mind. Let's just flip this whatever and get out of here.
Okay, she should be back by now.
Oh my God, relax. If freaks would have gotten to her, we would have heard something.
We should go look for her.
Zoe, shut up.
I haven't had my turn.
What?
In the game. I choose truth. Okay. Violet, I screwed up everything. But it's because I was afraid of falling in love with you.
Where is this stupid classroom? That bitch.
Violet.
Why would he say that?
because it's the truth.
Okay, then why now?
Is there a better time than the end of the world?
It's a pretty good line.
Well, you always said I was good with the line.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I just couldn't keep going on without telling you. After the explosion, it all just hit me. You were gone, and I didn't get a chance to tell you how I felt. To apologize for hurting you, to say that I'm a shit and that I don't deserve you. Look, that's not how I wanted to tell you, but I'm glad that I got the chance to.
Me too.
So, while I was looking for the Greek classroom... Oh, and very clever, Violet. Public schools don't teach Greek. I found something better. The student records of some of Kent High's best and brightest.
I'm gonna kill her.
Here's Diesel Michael Turner. He has a cumulative GPA of 2.4. Not saying college bound to me. He has missed more school than he has attended. He uses his fist on smaller kids. He threw a chair at a teacher. Ooh, here's a police report. Looks like Diesel Michael's dad locked him in a basement for an entire weekend. He didn't speak for 2 weeks. Wow. And this led to anger issues and claustrophobia. Poor broken boy.
My dad's not a monster, all right? He did the best he could. He taught me how to work on cars. That's a damn life skill.
I've seen girls like Anka before. They always get what's coming to them. Don't let her get to you. What the hell was that?
You shouldn't have tricked her. You know she's a bitch.
And I wish I never picked up the Kellers.
Okay, you know what? It's not like she killed somebody.
You do realize she's horrible, right?
She's my sister. I know that you guys think we have it so easy, but we have to watch every single thing we do. You can't possibly imagine how hard that is. What did you do? Diesel's gonna punch one of us for that, and since he doesn't seem like the type to hit a lady, it's probably gonna be me.
We can't let people disrespect us like that. You just have to accept the fact that people don't like us for who we are.
Yeah, you know what? Speak for yourself. I had a girlfriend, remember?
Ollie, Tanya left you.
I know. We were moving too fast and she got scared, but I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna fix all that.
Why can't you just let it go?
You just don't understand because you've never had that intense connection with somebody before, okay?
Tanya's still from the company.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
She wouldn't do that to me. She loved me.
I know she did, but she stole from us.
You're lying. What did you do? Get her to leave because I was happy for once?
Storm's clearing. Helicopter 10.
Ollie.
No, I was in love. You were jealous. How could you do that to me? I can never trust you again.
Reading our files, real shitty thing to do, but I'm not surprised.
You're an asshole.
Come on, lighten up. It was a joke.
Not a very funny one. You know it wasn't. I know what you guys think of us. But we're all getting out of here. And then we never have to see each other ever again. As far as I'm concerned, that's something we can all drink to. So, to the future and to our safety. Come on. Right? Sorry, sis, all out. Cheers, y'all.
Guys. I drank way too much.
I didn't, but I feel weird.
What the hell was in that scotch? Ollie's meds. The beacon's gone.
Where's Ollie?
Oliver Keller.
Yeah, yes.
Where's your sister?
She didn't make it.
Is there anybody else left in the school?
No, they're all dead.
Okay, let's go.